meter bridge for calculating the resistances in series combination as well as in parallel combination. Now see, firstly, so this is the aim of our experiment. Firstly, we will determine the unknown resistance. Unknown resistance we will determine first, and secondly, we have to verify, we will verify the law of combination of resistances. In that, series combination and one will be parallel combination. So one by one we will go to the experiment. After that, apparatus what we are going to use here. Firstly, we will need the Wheatstone's meter bridge, but obvious. Battery eliminator, that is power supply. A plug key to switch on or switch off the current. Galvanometer is the instrument we will use to measure the deflection or the flow of current. Unknown resistance. Unknown resistance means the resistance for which we are doing this experiment to calculate its value. After that, resistance box and connecting wires. So this is the list for the apparatus what we are going to use over here. So this is it. Next, for finding the unknown resistance. Now this unknown resistance will be denoted by X. Unknown resistance is X. R means known resistance. The value of this resistance will be known to you. After that, Lx is the length of bridge wire corresponding to X. Now step by step I will explain you what does it mean. What is meant by Lx and what is meant by Lr. Now simply you can just assume that Lx means the balancing length for unknown resistance and Lr means the balancing length for known resistance. Okay, and this is the formula we are going to use to calculate the unknown resistance. X by R is equals to Lx by Lr. So in that, X is unknown, R will be known, Lx and Lr we will calculate with the help of this experiment. Next formula for series combination. Suppose you have connected two resistances in series. What will be the resultant resistance? So resultant resistance for the series combination will be given by sum of individual resistances. Suppose we are using two resistances, X1 and X2. Their sum will be the resultant or equivalent resistance in series combination. Okay. Next, for parallel combination, this will be the formula. In parallel combination, suppose we have connected two resistances in parallel, the ratio of product of two resistances and sum of that particular two resistances is nothing but the equivalent resistance in parallel combination. So here we have used three formulae to calculate unknown resistance, to calculate equivalent resistance in series combination, and also to calculate the effective resistance in parallel combination. This is the circuit diagram. Now just observe this circuit diagram. This is the actual view of your Wheatstone's meter bridge. This is Wheatstone's meter bridge. The first end is here. Now this current can be flows through this point from A to this. These are gaps. We have to fill up the gaps with the unknown resistance. X means unknown resistance. Here we have connected unknown resistance. Now go to this point. This is B point. B point is the center point. The galvanometer should be connected with the point B. After that, this galvanometer one end connected will be here and the another end should be connected to the jockey stick. This is the jockey stick. I'll explain you later what are this instrument, because these instruments are new for you. Secondly, go towards this point. This is another gap for the Wheatstone's meter bridge. In this resistance, which is known resistance, the value of this resistance will be desirable. It's up to you which value you have to decide. This is known variable. Now this arrow indicates the variable. This is resistance box. Resistance box means known resistance with variable values. Come to this point, C point. This C point should be connected to the rheostat variable. This is arrow means variable. See, rheostat has 2 points, fixed point and 3 points, 2 fixed point and 1 variable. Now this arrow means variable terminal of rheostat, and this is rheostat. See, the symbol is RH. The fixed point of rheostat should be connected to the battery negative, and battery terminal positive will connect it to the A terminal. Okay, so this is the circuit diagram. Now here you can see one fixed point, it is unconnected. So let it be. वो एक connected नहीं हो, सिर्फ ये connect होगा, ये connect नहीं होगा. So this is the circuit diagram. A point we have choose, we have connected X in this gap. Then galvanometer we have connected to the positive terminal. We have connected jockey stick. In the next gap we have connected variable known resistance, and then C point is connected to the variable of resistance, and fixed point of rheostat is going towards the negative terminal of battery, and positive terminal of battery is connected to the A point. So this is very simple arrangement to calculate this unknown resistance. So what we will do, we will just calculate x1 first. After that x2 we will connect here. After that we will connect these two, x1 and x2 in series like this. x1 plus x2. This is series combination. And lastly we will connect this x1 and x2 in parallel combination. So this will be the flow of our experiment. Now let's move towards the actual diagram. So this is the experimental arrangement, actual experimental arrangement. This is battery eliminator. This is plug key to switch on or switch off the current. This is rheostat. See, rheostat has, this is fixed point, this is also fixed point. And this is variable. This rod means variable. With the help of this key we can vary the resistance on the rheostat. So this rheostat has this variable terminal, and these are two fixed terminal. One will be unconnected, only this will be connected through the key to the negative terminal of battery. Now see, this battery positive should be connected to the A point. These are two resistances, that is unknown resistances. Okay, these are the wooden strips on wire on it. Okay, it has wire on it. So it has wire. This is x1, suppose this is x2. Now this is the series combination, you can see. This is series combination. X1 and X2 are connected in series combination. This is galvanometer. This is jockey stick. With the help of jockey stick, we will find out the null deflection. And this is resistance box. Resistance box is having number of keys, as you can see here. Each key will have its particular value. Suppose you have plugged this key. It will have suppose 5 ohm resistance. So 5 ohm resistance will be introduced in this experiment. Suppose you have plugged the 10 ohm resistance. That means you have introduced the 10 ohm resistance in the circuit. Okay. So this is the arrangement. Battery power supply, then unknown resistance, galvanometer, resistance box, rheostat, plug key. Okay. This is series combination. Two terminals. This is series combination. This is parallel combination. In parallel combination, what we have done, we have connected this x1 to x2. Then from x2 to we have connected over here. So this is gap of meter bridge. Okay. So this is how we will connect in parallel combination. After that, one point which is very essential to understand here, that is null point. Now what is meant by null point? When you will scroll the jockey stick on that meter bridge wire, what will happen? The deflection, galvanometer for that particular length, the galvanometer will show 0, that is null deflection, because current will not flow for that particular length. So this is about the null point. This is point A. Okay. Here you can see the scale and this wire. This meter bridge has connection like this. This is having a thin uniform metal wire. And this is the scale, that is meter scale. Why we have used the word Wheatstone's meter bridge? Because this bridge is having 1 meter length wire, that is from 0 to 100 centimeter. Okay, so this is the upper meter scale and this is the lower meter scale. Okay, so this is 100 centimeter wire. Suppose your balancing length is 10 for LX, that is LX is 10. Ultimately your LR will be 90. See here, below 10, 90 is there. Suppose your balancing length is 15 for LX. Ultimately it will be 85 for LR. Because it is 100 centimeter. 100 minus 10, 90 will be LR. Okay. Then this is how we have to touch the jockey stick. We will not drag the jockey stick. We just touch the wire. Okay. So this is how we will touch the jockey stick. Now we'll do the practical. Let's come towards the instruments. So this will be the experimental arrangement for calculating the unknown resistance with the help of Wheatstone's meter bridge. So this is the on off button. Now we have put on the battery. This is battery eliminator. This is Wheatstone's meter bridge. These are unknown resistances. This is galvanometer. See, this galvanometer is connected with the jockey stick. One thing you have to be assured of, that this wire should be very long, because we need to travel over this wire. Okay, so this is the jockey stick. After that, you can see this galvanometer is having left and right both ways 30 unit scale. Okay, 30 unit scale. This is resistance box. This resistance box is having variable resistances. With the help of this, you can put up the 1 ohm resistance, then 2 ohm resistance. Suppose we need to introduce 15 ohm resistance. So 10 plus 5. That means we have introduced 15 resistance in the circuit. So this is the resistance box. Known, variable. This is unknown. So connections I have already explained you. See, this is the battery terminal positive. It is connected to the A point. This is A point. After that, coming towards this point, we have to fill up the gap. Now, for this instant, I have connected this in parallel combination. As you can see, these two resistances are connected in parallel combination. Okay. After that, this is galvanometer. Negative terminal of galvanometer is connected to this point, and the jockey stick is connected to the positive terminal of galvanometer. Sorry, negative terminal of galvanometer. And this is resistance box. See, resistance box is not having positive negative terminal. Simply you can connect it in the gap. And this connection should be very tight. Once you have done with the connections, just check whether it is right or wrong. How you will get that the circuit is right or wrong? Firstly, touch to this point, that is A point. Okay, this is A point. Once you touch on this A point, your galvanometer show deflection at one end. See, when I am touching this point A, galvanometer is moving towards either side, and when I touch this jockey stick to the B point, the galvanometer will show the deflection in opposite direction. See, means you have connected this circuit accurately and you can start this experiment. Now how to start the experiment? Firstly, you have to understand the observation table. Unknown resistance X1. Suppose you are doing the experiment for X1 resistance. So this X1 resistance is now connected in the left gap of meter bridge. In left gap, that is unknown resistance, which is X1. And in right gap, resistance of 5 ohm. I will put up the 5 ohm resistance from the resistance box. ये key निकालना, that means you have connected 5 ohm resistance. This is left gap, this is right gap. Now in left gap, suppose only X1 is there, because we are doing this experiment only for X1. So X1 is there and this is unknown, and 5 ohm resistance I have plugged out. That means 5 ohm resistance. For the first reading, X1 will be X1 and right gap it will be 5 ohm resistance. For the second reading, what you will do? You will put up the 10 ohm resistance. So this is how we are doing this experiment. X1. Now we are calculating the value of X1. For X1, right gap 5 ohm. Now find out the Lx. What is meant by Lx? Now for the first reading, X1 is there. Suppose only X1 is there and we have plugged out the 5 ohm resistance. Let's start scrolling this jockey stick. We will touch this jockey stick on the meter bridge. When we touch this jockey stick on meter bridge, what happens in galvanometer? Galvanometer ultimately shows the deflection. But you will get one point. At that point, what will happen? Galvanometer will show zero deflection. See, I have touched this jockey stick on this point and now what I am getting? I am getting null deflection in the galvanometer. See, this galvanometer is now showing zero, that is zero reading, that is null deflection. That means on 33.5 centimeter, Lx is there. Lx is 33.5 and Lr means, suppose we are scrolling from this side. So measure this distance from this side, that is 33.5 centimeter is the balancing length for Lx, because this is in front of Lx. And when we have to measure Lr, you have to simply just subtract it. 100 minus 33.5, you will get 66.5 Lr. So you will write in observation table, you will write 33.5 centimeter here, okay, here, and you will write 66.5 here, because Lx is 33.5 and Lr will be 100 minus 33.5, that is 65.5. So you have to finally measure the resistance. Now how to calculate the resistance? We have to find out X1 here. Simply R is 5 ohm, Lx is 33.5, Lr is 65.5. You just need to use this formula and calculate the resistance. So one reading is done with the X1. For second reading, what you will do? For second reading, X1 will be the same. Only we have to introduce 10 ohm resistance in right gap. Now again we have to find out the Lx. Lx means the point on meter scale where we are getting null deflection in galvanometer. Again we will write Lx here. 100 minus Lx will be Lr, and finally we will get X with the help of this observation table. And that in this procedure you will get two values of X1. You have to repeat this experiment for two different type of R, 5 ohm, 10 ohm. That means you are getting X1, again X1. So we will find out the average, and this value will be the mean X. Okay, this is how we have calculated X1. Now in the second procedure, what you will do? किया and excess find out किया. After that, again with the same combination, now in this right gap 10 ohm resistance. Again Lx, again Lr, again excess, find out the mean. So this step again we have to find out with the parallel combination also. So this is one observation table when we are playing with only left gap. Concentrate on this. This is only one observation table when we are playing with left gap. We are connecting up unknown resistance in left gap. Now, secondly, this is another same, but after interchanging. Same procedure we will follow, but with the interchanging. Means now we will play with the right gap. We will connect, unconnect this x1, x2 series combination, parallel combination in right gap. Now resistance will be in left gap. Okay, so in left gap we will put up the 5 ohm resistance, find Lx, find Lr. In next step again 5 ohm resistance, 10 ohm resistance. This is how we will complete this table. Just take 5 ohm, 10 ohm, 5 ohm, 10 ohm like this, and simply you have to find out the Lx and Lr. Okay, so this is how you will get the same. Now one thing you have to be assured of. The readings which you are getting in left gap combination, the similar or approximately equal to reading you will get in this right gap situation. Then only you can say your experiment is correct. Okay? Because x1 is not changing, only its position is changing. And why we are doing this experiment twice? Just to assure that we are doing the exact experiment. Okay? So this is how you will get x1, x2, xs and xp nearby equal to the first case. Okay, these are two observation table we have completed. Now we have to verify the law. Separately you will get x1 value, separately you will get x2 value. When we take sum of this, we will get xs. So experimental values should be same and also the given value should be same. That means you have verified the law. Similarly, we have to find out the theoretical. Means with the help of your observation table, you can do this type of calculations, and if you do this experiment correctly, you will get the exact result. So this is not the big thing. X series. Suppose x1 you will get 5 ohm resistance, and suppose x2 you will get like 5 ohm resistance. So xs will be 10 ohm resistance you will get. Okay, so this is the like verification of log, that is calculation. And similarly you have to do the log calculation which is given in your handbook. And lastly we will write down the results. Unknown resistance x1, unknown resistance x2, what is the theoretical value, what is the experimental value. Okay, all these value we will write in the result section. And some precautions we have to take care of while performing this experiment. So I hope you have understood this experiment. In this experiment what we have done, we have studied about the calculations of unknown resistance, and ultimately we have verified the laws of resistance in series combination and parallel combination. This stuff we have already studied in theory, but we have to do it practically here. So this is about the experiment, and we will send you the reading with this experiment so that you can do calculation by your own. So thank you. This is about the laws of resistance.